Good morning. There are a couple things I want to talk about today. The first thing is I think I had a sugar crash yesterday, and I can't tell if it's a macro trend. Macro is in like within a day, couple days, or a week. I have, you could say it's a pattern, started to fall into this pattern of when I want to work and actually focus in the afternoon, I get a bubble tea, black sugar, pearl, milk tea, something like that. It is the best bubble tea I've ever had, and it costs a fraction of what I've paid in the past for $1.36. Um, but yeah, I hit this wall at like 4 p.m., 3:30. It was a little early, and I was like, oh my god, I'm exhausted. And as I was working out, my camera is low battery. Will I make it? As I was working out, I listened to this Andrew Huberman podcast with this, I forget who it was, some stress research expert, something like that. They were talking about stress, and I think she defined stress as anything that makes you feel overwhelmed. And I was like, yep, that's me right now, yep. But I think the initial reaction is, for some reason in my mind, my initial reaction is stress equals bad. Why is that? I don't know. But I don't think it's true. Because there are times when stress is good. And I feel like now is that time. This period is, Tim Ferriss talks about in his book, The 4-Hour Work Week, EU stress, as like stress that positively motivates you and pushes you and makes you grow. And that's like how I feel right now. It's overwhelming, but I think I need to differentiate like overwhelmed stress with good stress. And I had I call these rogue thoughts that was just like flew out of nowhere into my brain. And it was like, if I didn't want this life, if I didn't want this stress, I'd just get another job. Like if I didn't want this, I'd just go back to the US and find another job. I'd go back to my normal life. And I was like, nah. Nah. I chose this life, So, I wanted this. There you go. Today, I think, kind of building on is it a macro trend? Well, first of all, the facts are, I need to do laundry. That takes an hour and a half. I could do it in the afternoon. But I also, there's some things I should do before I leave this location, but is it necessary? Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I think I had the idea yesterday that this morning I take a rest day and spend the morning doing like errands and admin-y stuff and let my brain kind of ruminate. And as I was meditating just now, I already had, I think, I was going to say a good idea, but I don't know if it's good, but I think it's in the right direction. And that is, I've been doing a lot of analyzing and researching and chat GPTing. I think there's a limit to how much you can actually spend in chat GPT before you actually need to like go out in the real world. I'm still finding that line, but I had what would you say? I think it's I'll just say a relative reach out, and he had this idea for looking in the healthcare space in terms of like lead generation and or influencer marketing. And so I started looking into that, and what intrigues me is this feels more like a boring business or boring niche than something that's like super trendy. And I kind of like that framing, but I'm just concerned. I would be concerned if I pursued it that I just don't know enough about the space. But even just saying that, yesterday I was looking into competitors and I saw a lot that were like social media, I guess you would call it like a social media marketing agency, but like specifically for dental practices and or like medical healthcare practices. And I had a thought yesterday that was like, I think at the end of the day, at least this space for some of these competitors, it's just social media and business marketing, but like with the flavor of the niche. And so like you're still making the Instagram posts and doing the website SEO and doing the like Google Maps reviews or whatever, but everything just has a spin on like dentistry and being a doctor or being a vet. And so with that, I keep thinking like, I can learn. There's nothing stopping me from learning social media marketing or, business marketing. But again, I need to come back to, or want to come back to, like, can I automate this? And so I think the point I want to make is that I don't know if I need, so there's some tasks that I found, like, you just need to put in more time and work and it will get done. And there are some things that, like, maybe it's more creative stuff that just doesn't fit that model. And I think it's more I can't tell. I can't tell if I need more time behind the laptop, like researching and looking at competitors and like actually looking at the data, basically. Like, what are the competitors doing? What is the niche? Like, actually gathering information. Or if I'm at a point where like I need to step back and like ruminate and get ideas. I actually don't know, but my hypothesis is that I am more in the maybe I have enough, or maybe it's not I have enough information. Maybe it's just I need I need time to process. Maybe that's the right wording. Because I might just come back tomorrow and like continue to research. But did I finish this thought? While I was meditating, I was like, because I've been looking at Nomad List a lot, and I looked into digital nomads as a niche. And I was like, because I think I've been leaning more towards wanting to do something B2B, because I think it has more certainty in terms of money. And I felt hesitant at ideas around like B2C platforms or anything that's like information or community based, because I think it's just going to take longer. And maybe that's not a good reason. If I'm in this for the next 2 years at least, 2 to 5 years, So, but the idea I had was like, or at least the thought I had while I was meditating was like, well, okay, Nomad List generalized is just an aggregator of data and presented well. So like, there's another frame I can apply to other places, and I like data and analytics. Anyway, that's what I've been thinking about. I think I'm going to take the morning, do some laundry, do some admin-y stuff, see what my brain and subconscious can work out. Maybe we'll come up with something interesting. Maybe we'll not. Is that even... Maybe we won't. Yes, that is correct. Did I talk about everything I wanted to talk about? That's good enough. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.